We have always searched for the unknown. When there was no place left to discover, we turned our heads up and sent one of our men to space. Then we landed on the moon. And then we found other life forms outer space. Did we? No, we didn't. And according to the rare Earth hypothesis, this will never happen. Hello everyone, my name is Kaan and I study at METU. Today I will talk about two factors behind Earth's uniqueness, which are the main supports for the rare Earth hypothesis: astronomical factors and biochemical factors. But first off, let me give you some background information about the rare Earth hypothesis. The rare Earth hypothesis arose when Peter Ward and Donald Brownlee published the book Rare Earth in 2000. In this hypothesis, they argue that our planet Earth is the only livable place in the universe, and that we are alone. Their hypothesis is based on some factors which make Earth unique. Now let's take a look at the astronomical factors first. The first astronomical factor is the Earth's distance to the orbiting star, the Sun. The Earth is at the perfect distance. It's not too close or not too far. This distance is called the Goldilocks zone. This perfect distance enables the optimal temperature for the preservation of the organic matter. And because of the Earth's stable orbit, this distance is always constant throughout the year. Here you can see Earth's perfect rotation around the Sun. Another astronomical factor is Earth's rotation around its own axis. Our planet completes this in 24 hours. If it were slower than 24 hours, it would overheat in daylight and then overcool at night. The next astronomical factor is the axial tilt of Earth. Earth's axial tilt is 23 degrees, as you can see here. This axial tilt creates 4 seasons. If it were greater than 23 degrees, then we would have very harsh 2 seasons. Or if it were less than 23 degrees, then we would have no seasons at all. Seasons are important because they control the weather, which is vital for water cycle, which is vital for agriculture. So 23 degrees is perfect to hold the planet in habitable temperatures and to produce a variety of different ecosystems, divergent life forms. The last astronomical factor is the presence of Jupiter. As you know, Jupiter is the biggest planet in our solar system. It is about 300 times bigger than our planet. Due to its enormous mass, it has a very powerful gravitational field. This field pulls incoming asteroids and comets to Jupiter. As you can see here, Jupiter is pulling pink and green dots, which represent different types of asteroids. Hurley, who is an astronomist and also works on the rare Earth hypothesis, explains that without Jupiter, asteroids like the one which wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago would collide with our planet much more frequently. Okay, now that we have covered the astronomical factors, let's move on to the biochemical factors. The first biochemical factor is the chemical composition of Earth's atmosphere. Here you see a pie chart from San Francisco State University Geosciences, which shows the gases in our atmosphere. The biggest segment with 78% is nitrogen. This right amount of nitrogen is important because nitrogen is a stable gas. Nitrogen enables a stable atmosphere. The next biggest segment with 21% is oxygen. This level of oxygen is important too because excessive and insufficient oxygen are both poisonous for living creatures. The level of carbon dioxide is very small, and this level is enough for photosynthesis without the greenhouse effect. In addition to these, our atmosphere has also an ozone layer. This layer protects us from the deadly radiation of the sun. Another biochemical factor is the presence of the element carbon in our planet. Due to its unique properties, carbon can form countless compounds, including all the existing organic matter, such as proteins, lipids, and carbohydrates. It is the building block of life. Without carbon, life is not possible. Only a very small percentage of planets in the universe have carbon, and Earth is one of them. The last biochemical factor is the presence of water, the source of life. As we all know, Earth's surface is mostly water. Water is vital because it's a reactant of most of the organic reactions. For example, you cannot build proteins from amino acids without water. Needless to say, all living things are mostly made out of water. Hence, without water, there is no life. In conclusion, I talked about the astronomical and biochemical factors that support the rare Earth hypothesis. Our planet is surely unique, and it may be the reason why we are alone. Until it's disproved, there's no place like home. Thank you for listening. Here's my reference list. If you have any questions, I would be happy to answer.